Now, ceasefire talks between Israel and Hamas could be nearing a deal. That's despite both sides playing down expectations. A new U.S. proposal is being studied ahead of a fresh round of talks in Cairo on Wednesday. SABC News correspondent Cadier reports from Tel Aviv.
Well, we understand those ceasefire talks between Israel and Hamas, mediated by the United States, Qatar and Egypt, are making progress. Both sides very clearly keeping their cards very close to their chest, but they are still at the table, and that's something we haven't seen for around a month in these talks. Clearly, some movement, some deal being shaped up. We understand from reporting in the Wall Street Journal that Israel has now increased the number of civilians it will allow back into northern Gaza in this proposal. In the last deal, it was 60,000. Now they are saying, we understand, 150,000 civilians can return to the north of Gaza. That was a big demand by Hamas. Hamas, meanwhile, showing a little bit of flexibility when it comes to the details of exactly how many civilians, how many hostages, I should say, are being held in Gaza, how many are surviving, what kinds of people are still being held. That information had been withheld by Hamas for months now, and they are starting to give a little bit more information. Now, we know that the Israeli Security Cabinet is meeting to try and discuss its negotiating position. Hamas say, although the proposal does not meet with their demands, they will continue to study it. We know the parties will be back in Cairo on Wednesday to discuss these proposals, hoping to strike a deal. So the next 24 hours really are crucial. The other aspect that could create a window for a deal is the fact that the operation in Rafah that the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been pushing for, despite international pressure against it, well, we understand from Israeli officials, the preparations could take weeks, if not months, which would open a window for a ceasefire and the release of hostages and more humanitarian aid to flow into Gaza. Now, we are nowhere near crossing the line on this deal, but there has been a lot of movement. We will have to wait 24 hours to see if movement means progress in this ceasefire talks. Cadier, SABC News, Tel Aviv.